guys? We're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we had the news that it looked like a, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like a Goku and Vegeta that fused into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then a, transforming Omega Shenron, were on the horizon. Now, I'm pretty certain that that sort of leak was fake. I want to wait to make, like, a true follow-up video on it, though, until I see for sure what the next Dokkan Fest is, because we very well may see it in the next couple of days. Like, I'm recording this, I'm probably just gonna put this video up right away, honestly. But if you guys look, right, so currently it's July 11th. We actually had the V-Jump cover come out last night. Now, I don't, typically, we get the V-Jump cover, and then we get V-Jump leaks, like, a day later. Now, it's very early for V-Jump leaks. Typically, they do happen, like, starting from the 16th on. But we'll see, right? But I want to see what the next Dokkan Fest is, right? Because even though the leak was fake, I'm still, I would say Gogeta is the most likely option. Now, I've seen so many people say, well, they're not going to do 2 Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas in 1 year. And it's like, okay, but understand that's global, right? You know, on JP, he came out in 2020. And it's like, guess which version that they really care about that type of stuff on. It's, unfortunately, it's not global. It's JP, right? But that doesn't matter regardless, right? Because, like, look at 2020. They just dropped 60 Vegitos, dude. They dropped LR Blue Vegito, LR Super Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. You think they give a shit? They'll absolutely drop fusing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as Worldwide Download Celebration unit. And I do actually still think it's coming, even though it's not actually, you know, leaked, right? So I think this guy would be, you know, outstanding for Worldwide. Now, to me, like, I was looking at it as in, you know, they're clearly pushing GT, even though they only had one major celebration, and they're clearly pushing movies. Movies is, dude, the most obvious shit in the world, right? There's a Dragon Ball Super movie coming out next year. We just got info that we're gonna see, I think it's a trailer at San Diego Comic-Con or something like that. So it's like Dokkan is just really pushing up the movie hero team, right? I mean, if you just look at the buffs movie heroes gotten since, like, just look at it since, like, December. You know, like, even Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku's EZA, he's looking like he's either the best EZA TUR, you know, within the top 3 at bare minimum. The movie hero team is just, like, redonkulous. It's got, the amount of buffs it's got in the last 6 months is crazy. By the time the movie comes out next year, it could be, like, a top 5 team easily, right? With all the LRs and EZAs and Dokkan Fests they're getting. So, you know, I was thinking that there's 2 major, like, you know, sort of, like, there's 2 major celebrations coming up, right? There's, like, dual Dokkan Fest celebrations on JP. I guess technically there's 3, because New Year's does count as well. So we have Worldwide Download Celebration, we have New Year's, and then we have Anniversary, right? Which is, you know, basically August, December, January. Are those 3 major celebrations with dual Dokkan Fest that we're going to see on JP. I would say Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, in one of those 3 celebrations, it's like a 99% chance Gogeta and Omega is, like, one of those 3 celebrations. I was thinking very much that, like, Gogeta Blue and Broly could also be one, because if we take a look at it, currently, there is no standalone Gogeta Blue, and there is no standalone full power Super Saiyan Broly, right? Like, that is absolutely going to be a Dokkan Fest that's going to drop. Those 2 characters stand alone, right? And you could say, like, oh, well, you know, they've already used all of his attacks and stuff like that as animation and stuff like that. Trust me, that does not matter. They'll find a way, right? Like, literally, like, the Goku and Vegeta, like, you know, Gogeta unit that just came out on JP, so many of the attacks, right, like, they took a lot of animations from, like, Goku versus Majin Vegeta fighting each other, Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Janemba. They literally took, like, a shot of Gogeta versus Hearts from Dragon Ball Heroes and Gogeta's 12-key super attack. Like, they take so much from these super, right? There was even one like, part of an attack by Blue Gogeta in that LR Gogeta 12-key animation. So, I mean, they will take all types of stuff for, you know, these LRs and these animations, right? So I'm not really too concerned about what are his animations going to be. Like, obviously, we're going to get a standalone Blue Gogeta and Broly, right? Now, I was actually talking with Nano, and Nano was one who threw this idea out at me, and I actually really like it. So he was saying, because again, like, I'm thinking like Gogeta, Broly, and then Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta, and Omega are just very likely within the next 3. And Nano tosses out the idea of they just do Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito Blue, and Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta Blue. And I was like, yeah, that definitely would work. Wait, where's my Vegeta? I just had a Vegeta. Did I just close out that Vegeta tab? God damn it. Wait, hold on. I pulled up this Vegeta tab for a reason right here, right? The only thing about that is just trying to figure out, like, what they would be. Because, like, we've got a lot of Goku. So here's just Goku and Vegeta. So one of the two would definitely be just Goku and Vegeta. All we have is this unit right here, right? So, like, if we take a look, here, of course, is, you know, Goku and Vegeta. This is them fusing into Gogeta in the Broly movie, right? This animation is not in Dokkan. Like, this, like, twister thing. Like, dude, how sick is that gonna... Come on. How sick is that gonna look in Dokkan, right? Like, you know, they just do that and then they become Gogeta. Like, that's gonna be so sick. The only thing, though, is, right, so, like, would that just be Goku and Vegeta? Probably. But then we also have this, right? When they fuse into Vegito, right here, they're also just in base. I mean, we've already seen, that's sort of like the, summon animation. But then also, that right there, like, that's part of LR Vegito Blue's transformation. So we'll see exactly how they might do these two transformations for these characters. Now, there is sort of this, like, basically iconic shot of Goku and Vegeta. So I would think that the Gogeta unit could very easily be Blue Goku and Vegeta, right? Like, they could start out as this. You know, this could be like their 12 key or their 18 key super attack or something like that. Because if we look at Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, all we have is the SSR and the TUR for LR Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. So, like, that easily could work. So it's like the Gogeta unit, I think, would be this right here, right? Which would be Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then I think the fusing Vegito unit would just be Goku and Vegeta. I think that's a really good way that they could go about it. You know, that would be a dual Dokkan Fest, 2 fusing LRs. And honestly, that does make sense, because, like, if we go back and look at the history of the anniversary units, right? So, like, first anniversary was Gogeta and Janemba. Very clearly, they must have been not satisfied with the summons on the banner of Janemba or whatever. But it's like, dude, like, Gogeta was head and shoulders better. He was the best unit in the game. To the point where, like, if you would examine, like, how good characters are at their, like respective times in Dokkan history, I don't think this guy will never actually be topped. Like, when he came out, basically you had him or you didn't have a Dokkan account, is the way it was, right? Like, it just isn't, like, a unit can't be on his level these days because there's so many teams, there's categories, there's everything. Back then, this guy was just the best in every single way. He had the best leader skill, like, all right, like, this was it. You either had him or you didn't. Like, they're never going to get to that again. And it's like, they did that. So, like, no one summoned on Janemba, who was worse, had a worse banner, was not Gogeta. And then it's like, oh my goodness, we can't ever do an extreme class, anniversary unit ever again. But even if that, like, I would think it's more so the case that they thought maybe they could always balance it by then making the anniversary units be each other's best friend, which is sort of what they did, right? Because this was first anniversary. If you look at the every single anniversary after this, every single time the units were basically each other's best friend. Like, every single one of these anniversaries, right? This is the second anniversary. You want to run both together for sure. Like, they're each other's best friend. 3rd year anniversary, exactly the same thing. They're each other's best friend. 4-year anniversary, again, same thing. 5-year anniversary, same thing. 6-year anniversary, same thing, right? Every single year, 5 years in a row, they've dropped, like, 2 superclass LRs who are actually each other's best friend. So, I would not be surprised to see this sort of continue on in the future, where, the 7-year anniversary, this Blue Goku and Vegeta, and then base Goku and Vegeta. I think Nano is onto something. That to me, for hype, because look how successful the 6th-year anniversary was. I feel like Dokkan is still doing fine in 2021, right? The anime girl horse racing games out there on JP Dokkan did beat it for Tanabata, the Tanabata banner. Dokkan is still, it's not dead. It's still hanging around. So I think dropping those units is going to be really good. And then here's the thing. Maybe you could start saying that Dokkan is, really burning through a lot of the major hype characters. But, we still need a standalone Super Vegito. We still need a standalone Super Gogeta. Just standalone versions of those cards have not dropped since 2017. That is correct. Super Gogeta and Super Vegito standalone have not dropped since 2017. So, those are going to happen at some point. But, if the movie is a smash success, they bring back the anime, Dokkan ain't going anywhere, right? Because then once you start getting Moro and all this, goofy shit in here, the game is going to be sick, right? You start getting Spirit Fission, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Giant Form UI Goku from the Moro arc, those two, it's just going to get ridiculous, right? So it's that's the thing. If Dragon Ball Super comes back, Dokkan Legends in these games are not going anywhere. Xenoverse 2 is going to have DLC pack number 37. Buckle in, kids, because we ain't done yet. Now, the other thing, too, right? So keep in mind, we go to the 2nd-year anniversary. 2 years later, they redo it, all right? Super Saiyan 4s. You could sort of say 3 anniversary, sort of 2 years later, they kind of redo it. You guys see the point I'm going with? 2 years later now, after Blue Vegito, Blue Gogeta, they're just going to redo it, right? Not because, they started as, they're just base Gogeta and base Vegito. Now, I think what we're going to get is we're going to get Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito. They also could just drop both of them as Goku and Vegeta units with the same name update. That is possible. The only thing is, if they do that, these units would not be each other's best friend. And, again, one of the points of this video was me establishing that is a huge thing for them. Is that, they try and make these units each other's best friend. Obviously, to persuade people to not have a repeat of the 1st-year anniversary, where people only summoned for Gogeta and ignored Janemba, they want everyone summoning on both banners. So they make sure that they are godly together for that reason, right? So I do expect, honestly, the anniversary, till the end of time, is probably just going to be 2 superclass units. I do think they could get a Goku Black as an anniversary unit. I do think that would work. I do also think a Broly would work as the anniversary unit as well. I think Dragon Ball Super Broly, Dragon Ball Z Broly, or Goku Black, all of those could work as the anniversary. Maybe they could try a Frieza. I think, Free Namek arc could work as the anniversary. I think it's nostalgic enough, it's respected by everyone enough that I do think, if they drop those 2 as the anniversary, that could work. But there's very few sort of extreme class characters, I think, that would even be in consideration for anniversary. And I mean, you see that Dokkan just doesn't really, they're not doing that, right? They're just yeah, we're just doing super class every year. Because the super class teams are better. Everyone just wants to run Saiyan characters, right? I know there's a lot of people, it's I want my Dokkan Fest Yamcha. And it's yeah, that's cool. But again, people are watching Dragon Ball for these guys, the Saiyans. Breaking their limits, getting new colorful forms and shit like that. You got all your contrarians out there, but this is what I want. I want to see Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 3 coming up next. That's what I want, all right? Everyone is going to go, oh, it's so stupid, the integrity of the series. And I'm going to be right there with my wallet in my hand. Yes, give me the poster for Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Give me the Dokkan card. I'm buying the Xenoverse DLC, right? I'll be first in line. I love Dragon Ball. I love the goofy forms, and this is what's going to continue it. So, let me know what you guys think will be the anniversary banners. Again, I think Gogeta himself, his chances of being one of the 2 anniversary banners is 99.9%. Because either Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Blue Gogeta, the chances of them being there. Because I'm telling y'all, we're getting a blue Gogeta and a full power Broly before the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie comes out. Like that that could easily be New Year's, right, or something. We're definitely getting that. Because like they're not just gonna not have a standalone Gogeta Blue. It's the same thing with like Goku and Vegeta. We didn't have a standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta or UI Goku until 6th anniversary. So, you know, it's gonna happen for sure. Again, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time.